Okay, you got the mic on? Oh, Jesus! Oh, okay. Now's it on? Is this thing working? There was a political momentum to close Golden Gate Park, JFK Drive, the road that runs through it, on Saturdays so people could play there. That moment on Sundays is just a wonderful moment in San Francisco because it's somewhere where your brain can relax from being constantly scared that the kids are going to be killed. What is the Sunday closure for you?
It's wonderful for me to bring my kid and other people's kids, and they can just sort of run around on the street. And
that happens one day a week in San Francisco in Golden Gate Park. There was a possibility that it was going to be 2 days a week. The mayor said he'd kill it. And the millionaires and billionaires behind the museum wants to have JFK Drive as their parking lot. They hired this PR firm whose normal work is getting citizens of small towns to roll over whenever Walmart comes into town. And what they came up with is that the disabled community was all for keeping a bunch of cars in there. Well, there was one disabled group that was called the Arc of San Francisco. One person who worked at the Conservatory of Flowers, which wants to use JFK Drive as a parking lot, also happened to be connected with the Arc of San Francisco. So she got the Arc of San Francisco to act as a disability community spokesman to make this a pretend disabled issue, so the whole discussion over whether to have in San Francisco a place where kids can play without being killed one extra day a week became all about how jam-packing the park full of cars on Saturday is a great thing for disabled people. It became this crazy alt-universe argument that was completely set up by a PR firm who their normal work is the kind of disingenuous that Walmart sells every time they come into a community.
Well, I think it'd be great if we actually had the part of the park that is the most desirable little section of road here, the part of the park that they've given us in this weird deal that somebody made in my behalf that had nothing to do with me and I had no say in, is that the part of the park that's a sloping hill is the part of the park on Saturdays that is closed for healthy Saturdays.
The thing that they negotiated was one little piece of asphalt deep into the park where there's no attractions would be the only place that kids can, have that same space that they have on Sundays.
I'm looking forward to teaching her how to ride a bike eventually, and it'd be great if we could do it on level rather than on the hill. Sometimes I have to work on Sundays, so I can't always do it on Sundays, so it'd be great if I could do it on a Saturday. But apparently the powers that be have decided that I'm not allowed to have access to the park on Saturdays in the same way I am on Sundays. I thought they should have brought it to the voters again, but this whole sort of backroom deal that happened overnight, some weird deal that comes out of this, that half of the crappier half, is the part that gets closed on Saturdays. The nicer half that's warmer and flatter and easier to get to with public transportation is open to cars. And then I'm told, oh, and by the way, this deal precludes any changes for 5 years. So what's up with that?
So parents, like myself, like my friend Ted, were completely left out of the discussion.
I don't know. I don't get it. The whole thing just stinks to me. That's all. I'm going to take her to the playground now that we've managed to get through the cars. Thank you for your time. We appreciate your support.